Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be replacing the struts on a 2019 Ford Explorer. This is a front wheel drive model XLT. This has a 3.5 liter NA engine, and we're going to get started by first putting chocks behind the wheels. Then from there, once you got your wheels chocked off, you can jack up the vehicle. I jacked it up from here at this point, right there, and then from there you can put your jack stand. And then from your jack stand, you can keep your jack on there just in case the jack stand does fail. But then from there, you can start by removing your wheel. If you have an impact gun, you can try and remove it once the wheel is all jacked up. But if not, try and loosen it first before you actually lift up the vehicle. And then from there, we're going to take off the wheel right now. Alright, once you're finished removing the wheel, you can put the wheel under the vehicle in case of the jack or jack stand fails. Then you at least have the wheel to rely on. And then from there, we're going to start by first removing the connectors for the ABS, or like this part right here. Like that. And you have another clip right here. They can take off with a flat blade or a pick, or not, you can try and remove it with your hand. Just try to be careful not to rip the actual wire. Or you can grab a pair of needle nose pliers, because if you're struggling a little bit, you don't want to break the connector, just pull it off. Alright, just like that, you got it off. You can go and use some pliers and pull it out, or if not, you can get a screwdriver and pull it in, or if not, get a pick. And then once you remove your wires, you can set them aside. Try not to let them get caught on anything. And then from there, you can start by removing this upper sway bar end link right here. And from there, you can remove your sway bar end link right here. So you can take this off. The nut is a 21 millimeter, and this bolt part right here, if it spins while you're trying to take it off, you can put a wrench on it, and this is a 10 millimeter right here. So right now I'm going to try and take it off. And just like that, it is off. It is way more easier if you have an impact gun or a driver, so you can easily remove it without having to struggle. But if not, you can easily do this by hand. Mine came off not that bad or not that hard. So then from there, you're going to push it back. Alright, so now you're going to remove the nuts. There's two nuts for this part right here for the strut. There's one right here, and there's another one down there. And these ones are right here is a 24 millimeter. That's what we're going to use to take it off. And for the actual bolt size, it is a 21, and you are going to use a wrench. You can put the wrench on like that. And then from there, you can try and use an impact gun. I can set you down slowly. You can use an impact gun to make the job easier for you. Just like that, it became much more easier now. And then I gotta either punch off the bolt, or if not, I could just drive it out by using a 21 millimeter socket and a wrench. And you can try and drive it out that way, whichever works best for you. You can see I took off the nut. This is the brand new one on. So I took it off, you push it out, and then from there to take off the old one and to reinstall a new one, you're gonna have 4 bolts on top. And I already did this already off camera, but you have 4 bolts on top. You're gonna take them all off. Use a combination of 15 small sockets, and you're gonna use the 15 deep well sockets too. And then you're gonna take them all off. But be careful because on the last one, the strut's gonna fall down, so you're gonna hold on to it and make sure that you don't let it fall down. But besides that, you're gonna reinstall a new one, put on your nuts back on, tighten it down, and then from there you can reinstall everything back the way it goes. From there you can start by putting back your outer sway bar end link, and then once you finish doing that, you can put in your clips for your ABS wires. Alright, so what I recommend whenever reinstalling the knuckle back onto the shock is get your jack and then slide it under, preferably under this spot right here, under the lower ball joint for the control arm, not from the dust shield, from this part only. And you can try and lift it up slowly until you can align the bolts properly, so you don't have to struggle picking it up and then trying to align it. And then from there you can just reinstall your bolts. And in case if your outer sway bar end link does not want to align itself, or it's hard to align, you can try and jack it up still, the shock with the knuckle, and try to line it up near the hole, and then try to drive it in using the a wrench, or if not, if you have an electric ratchet, try and torque it in so then it slides slowly inside. You don't have to struggle putting it back on. And then from there you can try and we're gonna re-tighten down these bolts. Alright, so once you got your bolts torqued down, you're gonna torque them down to 184 foot-pounds for both ones, this one and this one down here. Alright, so once you got your nuts torqued down to 184 foot-pounds, you're gonna restart by putting back in your ABS wires for the speed sensors. Just slide it back on like that once they're on right there, and then you gotta make sure you slide back on the other clip in this little hole, just like that. And then from there you're gonna re-put on this nut for this sway bar end link, and you're gonna torque it down to 111 foot-pounds of torque. Alright, and once you're done torquing it down to 111 foot-pounds, then from there you can reinstall your wheel. But before we do that, in case of this is spinning, now sometimes they do spin, not all the time, so sometimes they do, you can go grab some vice grips and put them behind it. Just be careful if you're going to reuse the boot to not damage it. And when you're done, you can just reinstall your wheel back again. Alright, once you got the wheel back on the ground, you can start to tighten down the lug nuts at 100 foot-pounds in a starting pattern. Alright, and once you're done torquing down all 5 of your lug nuts in a starting pattern to 100 foot-pounds, that should be it. And I recommend you go and get an alignment, because if not, you can have uneven tire wear. And well, that's all. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll try to leave all parts and tools I used in the comment section or in the description down below. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one.